top of the Showgram's Friday morning free-for-all.
That's what I'm talking about. Woo! All right, my bitches, Friday morning free-for-all studio audience. Boys, make some noise. Like a sausage fest up in this thing. Now, let's get Isaac. Where is he?
Right here.
Come on, brother. Get on down here.
So many dudes.
I know. So, brother, where are you from? What do you do?
I'm from right here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Actually, Smithfield, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And I publish the Slammer newspapers.
Really? So how did you jump into that? How did you start with that? Because, I mean, it's very popular. I mean, everybody
Very
talks
popular.
about it and stuff.
Yeah.
But why, how did you start that? Is it like all over the country?
We're in 11 markets around the country right now. About 5 years ago, I read about the guy who had the original idea down in Florida.
Yeah.
He was in jail and had the idea while he was in jail and went out and tried to publish a newspaper, and it failed. But I was like, that's a terrific idea.
Yeah.
People would love to see that. And
So you own the Slammer in all the states that it runs. You run all of them. You own all of them.
That's right.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Wow, good for you.
Are you making crazy money on it?
I wish we were.
Yeah.
Like most newspapers, we're not doing as well as we'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still doing well. People love the product. They love the paper.
We all know somebody here at work and that was put in the Slammer, and it was so funny, and we still have copies of it. Just
Nice.
Who was it?
I can't tell you right now.
Okay, good.
I've always had a question about the Slammer. Is it coincidence that you normally put the hottest women on the front page?
I'm sure it's a total coincidence, Mike.
Total coincidence.
That's why you said I'd be in the back. What a jerk.
That's
That
why I
is
said
fine.
you'd be in the back.
I would totally make the front page. Have you seen the people in there?
Yeah.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
I like buying them.
It's best to put the people that look like freaks on the front page, because you're like, these can't be real people, and then you go and you find out where they live and what the deal was, and you're like, oh my god.
I know. A picture is still worth 1,000 words.
Yeah.
And some of our people are worth 10,000 words.
Yeah,
I've
but
had family members in there.
Nice.
And the reason why I do buy it is because usually when they do put the normal looking people, you're like, oh, I know, that's Sarah from school.
Yeah.
And you buy it.
I'm
Several
telling you,
copies, yeah.
if you want to entertain yourself, you have no money. Go to the Wake County Courthouse and the jail, which are right across the street from each other. How do I know that? But anyway, and just hang out and sit outside. Get you something to eat, sit down, and watch the
Watch
people
what comes
come
in.
and how they act and the whole story. They'll sit down next to you and tell their whole life story. I had court one day, and I thought it was going to be, I was supposed to be there like at noon, and I wasn't going to be there till 3 o'clock or something. That was when I was, you can't handle the truth kind of thing. And so I went out and got something to eat, and I sat there, and it was just like going to the circus for free. It was
Like going to the state fair.
It was. I mean, it was like free. It was crazy. All right, when we get back, how Isaac saved a girl's life, and then something about drowning, a rope, and friends. I wouldn't want him to be my friend. We'll talk about that after this. Hang on. All right, Friday morning free for all studio audience. Clap, bitches. We're talking to Isaac. Isaac owns the Slammer and came in today. And so, if you haven't picked one up, and I mean, at least you've been there at the convenience store, and you look down and you go, "What?" and you flick through it and everything. You need to make it like some of the naked pictures that they have over there, where it's all sealed and you have to buy it before you can look through it. But it's so funny. I mean, some of the people on the front. So tell about your friend. Can you tell about, because it was on, did you say Good Morning America the other day?
Oh, ABC Nightline.
ABC Nightline. Okay, yeah.
That last Friday night, they ran a segment on the Slammer and what we're doing around the country. A good friend of ours, Jake, here in Raleigh, he's got a great business. He's very well known, super guy. Got arrested trying to break up a fight in downtown Raleigh maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Jake, ABC Nightline decided to use his mugshot in their coverage of the newspaper. We got a quick text message from him, and he heard of a lot of friends, or heard from him real quickly.
That's funny.
Good times.
Have you ever had anybody call and ask, please don't put me in there?
Only about 20 times a day.
Yeah.
We get that call.
So you can't pay to not be in this thing. I've heard you can pay $40 or something.
That's a rumor that's gone around, and we don't do that. You know, we tell people that the Slammer attempts to publish every record, every arrest record, but sometimes there's not enough space.
I don't know. This is a pretty thick issue right here. It's a lot of people.
So it surprises me how many people get arrested for failure to appear. What exactly is that?
Failure to appear is when people are charged with a criminal charge or even a citation, a traffic ticket, and they fail to show up for court on their court date. And at that time, the judge issues a bench warrant, and the next time the police run into these folks, they get arrested.
Can you put our pictures in there for failure to be funny?
Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah, can you put us on there as a joke?
Yeah.
But just make sure it says joke on there.
Like with her
You're a joke.
wearing her sunglasses today, that should be a crime right there. So, all right.
Wrinkly rascals.
The people that, of everybody who's in here, are these people, the pictures all over the country or just people here in the Triangle?
95% of this issue of the Slammer is people in Wake, Durham, and Johnston County.
Do you find that more people are arrested from Johnson County or Wake County? Or
You know, I'm from Johnston County,
Yeah.
Bob. We do go to jail as much as possible, but no, everybody gets arrested at about the same rate. So
I love it when people are smiling in their mug shots. I just love that because I've always thought if I got arrested, doesn't matter what it's for, but I'd have to give one of these. You know, like whatever. They'd have to take it 20 times, and I'd probably just give like the point at it and smile and give it the wink. I'd love that.
God, that guy on page 14 looks like a black Santa Claus. Is it? Do you find yourself doing what I think everybody else does, and it's not fair? But you look at the picture and you say, guilty, 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 innocent.
Yeah.
Just because that's how we kind of judge people.
I don't think so. Every school child knows that people are innocent until proven guilty when they're charged. Now, unfortunately, and I think this is one of the good things that the Slammer does, on the cover this week, there's a 16-year-old young man he's been charged with felony death by motor vehicle.
Seen him all over TV.
He's a high school student. And obviously, he's just accused of this. But at the same time, hopefully at some point, the Slammer is going to serve as a deterrent to people making bad decisions like this. And,
You're a hell of a salesman because we're just buying it for the drama. That's it. That's the only reason.
Yeah, but honestly, I would make sure not to get in trouble because I don't want to end up in this paper. That's the truth. I'm like, I don't want to be in this thing.
I mean, look at everybody. They can't stop looking at us.
Have you put celebrities, like local celebrities, in here?
We could use your help with that, Mike.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever see like some new TV reporter or somebody who goes through, maybe they just got pulled for a DUI or something like that?
Sure. Well, John Edwards, Governor Easley, both of those have been cover boys for us in the last year or so.
That's awesome. Hey, just do me a favor. We're fans of the magazine, but if you find anybody like from, I don't know, let's say, I don't want to say anybody specifically, but
any competitors?
Like anybody that's arrested that is a public figure, please, for the love of God, email us, call us. We'll give you our phone number. Just say, you got to see this. So even before it comes out, just send us, because it's easier than us going and looking for it. You send it to us, and we'll be like, oh, dear God, this is going to be on the Slammer this week. This person's there. Because it could be like, bad checks or something like that. It's not like they killed anybody, but that we're on it. We are on it. We'll be a fan of it.
Well, I told Mike we're going to start delivering to y'all on a weekly basis. We'll get some copies up here.
Hell yeah. I love that. All right, so tell us about, first of all, let's talk about how you heckled O.J. Simpson.
So about 5 years ago, a good friend and I spent a season in Vail, Colorado, right before we started the newspaper.
Isn't that beautiful?
That was amazing. But O.J. Simpson went there all the time. He went up and hobnobbed and.
You think he would stick out like a black bean in a
bowl of grits?
A bowl of grits or something, like some white rice.
A murderous black bean.
Well, and he did, and it was he caught a lot of heck. And one night after a couple of drinks, a group of guys and I were just I clearly remember one of the guys was shouting, "OJ, come over here and autograph my knife."
Oh, that's funny.
Stuff. I mean, it was yeah.
That's pretty good. I would ask that.
He's a pretty loathsome character.
Did he say anything back to you guys?
No, he pretty much got out of Dodge there.
How'd you save a woman's life?
There was a lady. It was right here on Wakes Forest Road that was unloading her child. This was 15 years ago, out of her car, and she hadn't put her car in gear. I was actually sitting in a work truck having lunch. Mm-hmm. And the car backed over, and she got pinned between the door up against the side of the building, and the little toddler is walking around the parking lot, and She was bleeding and she couldn't breathe, and I managed to pull the door off of her, and it's pretty neat.
Yeah, that is cool. Last thing is, in court, how did you prove that Bud Light is a non-alcoholic beverage?
So on a bachelor party, of course the story starts on a bachelor party, we're down in Charleston. I got arrested for open container. The groom and I had a beer. We were on a bicycle rickshaw. To make a long story short, I was looking at law school, and I told the DA, asked for a dismissal. She said, no, come down here and fight it out. And I did. In South Carolina, beer has to be 3.2% alcohol by weight. Bud Light is 3.19% alcohol by weight, and therefore is non-alcoholic beverage. And I don't think anybody had known that in the history of South Carolina
And
law.
they let you go?
Absolutely. Yeah, it
Made a strong case.
Look at
Hey,
you.
I got a traffic ticket that I was supposed to be on the 10th, and then apparently the highway patrol guy can't show up until the 30th. So if you can help me out, I'm in, and I'll buy you a Bud Light.
Let me give Mr. Carl Knudsen a call.
Yeah,
Finish it right up.
yeah, that's good. That's very good, dude. It's nice to talk to you. We're glad you're here. Thank you very
Great to be
much.
here.
Good peeps to know.
Thank you.
Get you a slammer. It's very funny. Probably somebody.
Yeah, all the new ones are coming out right now. They're putting them in the stores, being delivered.
Scott is next. It's the Showgram. Back after this, our Friday morning free for all studio audience. Hang on.